I listened to X's podcast the other day, and when it came to the striker news, I was fairly happy with it. It was fairly positive stuff. The good news is that Tammy Abraham, who's been linked with West Ham for several months now and is considered Moyes' number one target, is keen on a move to West Ham. But we also have a backup plan if that doesn't materialise. I'm going to talk about that in this video, as well as another striker who has cropped up today in the news. You're going to find out who that is. Let's roll the titles and get right into it. It's been known for some time that Tammy Abraham is David Moyes' number one target this summer, and that West Ham are looking to sign a striker this summer. I mean, we've signed strikers every bleeding summer since Golden Sullivan came into the club, but Moyes wants to find the right striker for his team. What I do know is that Abraham has said that he is keen on a move as well. He wants to stay in London, and he's friends with some of the players from West Ham, and that includes Declan Rice. Also, Abraham, I don't think is going to get into Chelsea's team. If they sign Haaland, he's definitely not getting into Chelsea's team. I'm only saying that if, because it's a big if, because there's no concrete evidence, shall we say, that Chelsea are bidding for Haaland at this moment in time. It's all just a rumour. But what I can say, and as I look at it right now, is that Moyes is a big admirer of Abraham, and there could be movement for the striker within the next few weeks. If he's the priority target, and he's keen on the move to West Ham, and he's your number one choice, why not move for him within the next few days, not weeks? You know, that's common sense, Sully. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't mess this about. He's interested in the move to West Ham. You know, get it done. I reckon we could sign him for about 30 million at the very least. And that would be money well spent. He's a young player. He's got a lot of potential. He's been frozen out at Chelsea for quite a lot. I think if he were to come into West Ham, Moyes could get the best out of him. And Moyes has a reputation of getting the best out of players. He did it with West Ham. He did it in his 11-year tenure at Everton. Got the best out of the unlikeliest of players. And I reckon he could do the same with Tammy Abraham. This makes a lot of sense. And if the player's keen on a move to West Ham, get it done. Okay? It's that simple. Ukrainian international striker and Genk forward Roman Yaremchuk is also on West Ham's radar. He had a decent Euros. He formed a really good partnership with Andriy Yarmolenko. And Yaremchuk had 20 goals in 34 games last season for Genk. And that's not bad. That's 1.7 average goal per game. And he's liked the club on social media. And he's followed them on Instagram. Here's proof of that. You can see he's followed West Ham on Instagram. And he's also liked a few posts. Here's proof. If that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what will. Is he hinting that he likes West Ham? And it's also worth noting, those posts didn't have Andriy Yarmolenko in them. It wasn't just about his Ukrainian teammate. Roman Yaremchuk, I would like to have this guy at West Ham because I do think he's going to fit the David Moyes kind of player, in my opinion. He's not glamorous player. He's not going to blow you away with his talent. But he is going to score goals. I think that's what Moyes wants. He wants players who can do the basics right. Striker's fundamental job is to score goals. Yaremchuk doesn't seem to have any problems with that. And he's a young player as well. Roman Yaremchuk, I think, is giving clues that he wants to sign for West Ham. It's up to West Ham to build on that and make it happen. Breel Embolo's name came up today, and within the last few hours, I saw some things on 90-Minute Football to suggest that West Ham are going to inquire about him. Here's my take on Breel Embolo. Versatile player who can play as a forward and on either wing. Has done pretty well for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but he has had injury problems. I would be cautious in any deal for Breel Embolo. I think he's a good player, no doubt about that, but I would take him on loan with an option to buy, and if it were to come to buying, no more than 10 million for now, because he's going to be quite a risky player. The reason for this, like I say, injuries. The fact that he's regularly injured, that suits West Ham, doesn't it, to have regularly injured strikers? I don't think he's going to be an Andy Carroll 2.0 though. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we've got to be a bit careful with him. The club has appointed someone from West Brom who's a somewhat like a fitness coach who specialises in players not being injured. That's not the exact words from ex-West Ham United employee. That's just me trying to phrase it. And the thing is that, you know, we need to work on injuries and have less injuries in the team. And Embolo does have injury problems, but I hope it's nothing too long-term. I don't want it to be like he snaps his hamstring all the time. But I do really think he'd be a good option for West Ham. Definitely have depth on either side of the wings, and up front too, of course. So, overall, Abraham, Yaremchuk and Embolo as 3 striker options. That's not too bad, really. I'd take it. I'd definitely take Yaremchuk and I'd definitely take Abraham. Those 2 alone, perfect, in my opinion. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Wheel and Deal. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you very much for watching this. Take care, everybody. I'm going to be doing a few more Wheel and Deals over the next few days if I get chance. So I hope to see you soon.